Hi guys, this is Dmitro, your English tutor. In this short lesson, let me give you a brief analysis of a real essay by one of my students. It is taken from his real Duolingo account. This is a writing sample. As you see, he has 75 for production, a very low score. And we will quickly analyze it, find some mistakes, at least the most outcrying mistakes, and decide that probably he has been robbed a little bit or wronged, or it's okay, it's objective, it's fair. But what is even more precious, you will compare his style to your own style, thus being able to make some correlations between the points, and you can guess, you can predict which score you're likely to get for your production. Of course, we understand that this essay alone does not represent the whole production, because production incorporates your speaking and writing. So let's say 6 or 7 tasks are involved. This is only one of them, but at least you understand that plus minus 10 points, this thing reflects and represents the overall production subscore. Okay, so let's read the question. I want to tell you that I have been witnessing the development of this Duolingo test for the last 4 years, maybe even more. I don't remember when I started tutoring guys, in 2020 for sure, but maybe even in 2019, maybe, I don't remember. Yeah, in 2019, yeah, even before the coronavirus or something. So, looking at this, I tell you that I love Duolingo test. I love their philosophy. I love this democracy of your answers in speaking and writing, that it's not so academic and boring as an IELTS or TOEFL. However, maybe 3 years ago, I'm sure they would not have given such a difficult question to a guy who was definitely aiming at overall 100, 105, something like that. It's too a difficult question, I'm sure. So let's read. I mean, the question maybe not that it's difficult mentally to conceive, it's difficult by its formulation. Let's read, please, the question. Schools often incorporate educational games and entertainment into their curriculums as a way to engage students. Do you think this strategy actually improves learning outcomes? Explain why not, based on your own experience and observations. I tell you, a lot of guys who get 100, 105, they don't know outcome, and they don't know incorporate, and they forgot curriculum. Yeah, I tell you, this is the picture. So, the student, you remember, he has about, let's say, 15 or 20 seconds to prepare. So he will stare at this and feel that, oh my god, I will write something, but I'm not sure if I'm writing to the point, on topic or off topic. This is the problem. So write please your opinion in the comments if you disagree with me, if you think that this question is okay for those getting 100 overall and 75 for production. So, but I'm a tutor with a huge experience, and I'm difficult to to dissuade from my opinion, because I have my own practical, empirical statistics. So, let's put it into simple words, because maybe if you're a beginner in English, you will not understand this. So, the essence, the message is like this. Should schools include games and other educational activities into their curriculums, into their classes? Why not? If they include a lot of games, will students learn better or not? Or this will hinder or impede or interfere with the progress? Explain why not. If you explain why not, you are going to provide reasons and your experiences and your observations and your speculations, if you have enough time. Usually nobody has enough time, so yes. But please be careful when you're writing. Please be careful to remember every question and sub-question. A huge problem, common problem, is that a happy student, if he understands at least something here, he or she disregards completely the second part of this, yes, and he forgets, and he doesn't, so he loses points where he may preserve his or her points. Okay, so now, looking at this one, you can say straight away that it's a bit small, you see. I understand that the limitation is the recommended minimum 50 words, but 50 words, forget about it. 50 words will give you 70, for aim at always at 100. 110, 120. If you tell me I'm gonna die, I cannot do this, I can print only with my finger, and so okay, 85, 80, not less than 80. If you write less than 80, forget about more than 85 for your production. I tell you, it's my observations, constant observation. It's the first. The second, your worst two foes, adversaries or enemies, are your spelling mistakes and your do-does mistakes. I call them do-does, like basic grammar. I think it's obvious, yes? If you make mistakes in words and letters, nobody will give you more than 80 or 85, because no, I had some students who had 100 despite spelling mistakes, but they were very proliferant and they were amazing in their structures. For example, they had been living in Canada for 7-8 years, so they had enormous vocabulary and they could compensate for this flaw. But most of you do not live in Canada for 7 or 8 years, so you don't have such a treasure to boast. That's why, remember, if you want a more than 80 for your production, like, you should forget about spelling mistakes. Do it as you want to do, like it's your method. I have some strategies and I use it in my lessons, private lessons, and so on and so on, but often I disclose them in my videos to you, so if you are attentive enough, please watch. You will understand how to diminish the number of your spelling mistakes. The second one, the second treasure, quote unquote, is do, does, have, has, yeah, something like that. It's the killer of your score. Everybody understands that, but the problem is that when you have 5 seconds or so 5 minutes or 3 minutes, you are agitated so much that you forget obvious things. I can understand you. I'm also such a type of a person that I hate being squeezed into this suffocating tight time frame. I'm sure that to disclose our potential we have to be given a proper amount of time. But Duolingo has another philosophy, and so you understand that they go their own way and they will not listen to our humble, feeble opinions here. So we have to adjust to what we have. Okay, so let's now, why I have made this introduction, let's analyze mostly for not the style, because the style is too high to analyze like this. It's another universe. But let's analyze for spelling mistakes and do-does. Okay. I not concur with this strategy. You see, the first mistake, like in the first or second word, it's protruding like a sore thumb for 1 kilometer. I do not concur with the strategy. Yeah, so he has lost do, unfortunately. Concur, beautiful verb. You know, it was me who tried to ingrain this concur in his mind, and I see that I have succeeded, but I would not say that it's used ideally according to some stylistic devices, but okay, I do not concur with the strategy. Which strategy? What strategy? Yeah, try to explain. But okay, let it be. Grammatically, we have a big mistake. I do not concur. I saw many examples in my own school. Okay, let it be. Grammatically, okay. I can see that, like no comma here, we don't need a comma, when a teacher, try to say please the first time a teacher, because you don't need any exact teacher. Yeah. A teacher include games. You see, a brutal mistake. So blunder includes games. This ending s is lost, which will eat away 30 points of your score. This do plus this s alone kill your production subscore. When a teacher includes games and some educational activities in their classes. Here, like comma, not a semicolon, it's too much. But some students become weird. He wanted to say, yeah, we understand weird, like they begin behaving strangely, but look please, the spelling is wrong, weird. You know that we write weird, so EI, not IE. This is the third pearl, which altogether kills his score. Someone is looking away, someone is not doing anything, someone is trying to cheat. Okay. Remember, we are not analyzing style. It's, in my opinion, schools need to find solves. To find solutions, as you understand. Yes, so solves, not like that, no. To find solutions to this, yes, he has chosen the correct preposition, to this educational problems, and this mistake number 4 absolutely finishes his success. A very typical mistake, a stupid mistake, you know, a killing mistake. These problems, when you're writing, please ask yourself, like, whether I'm writing about one object or concept or many, yeah? Here he has many, so these problems, or this problem, as you like, this or that, but not these problems. There are a lot of strategies to restrict these weirds. It's a misprint, obviously, typo, because he wanted to write weird, but this IE is not a typo anymore, like here. So he confirms, you know, yeah, solidifies with the second same mistake, this first mistake, and the system now understands that for sure 101% he does not know a simple English word weird, for which he will be penalized and more 10 or 15 points will be eaten away, yeah, for him to study, to learn better in the future. Students' behavior. Also, there is a mix-up with this weird students' behavior. This, when you write, try not to complexify. Don't be, how can you call, not exuberant, but redundant. Yeah, don't be redundant. Why are you writing like that? To restrict at least this weird behavior, and that's it. Students, we understand that it belongs to students, not to teachers. So why are you repeating the students many times here? You're losing points for repetition, and also you're losing points because it's wordy and it's tangled here. We need to improve. It's okay, but he was out of time. I think it's not a big tragedy if you don't look at the timer like here. You start a sentence and then you are cut short, so it's okay. Don't worry about this. If you produce a miracle here, this will be forgiven for sure. So you see, friends, 75 points. Honestly, to be honest, despite these 5 stupid mistakes, I'm sure that he is worthy of more than 75 for his production, because I know how he can speak, and I'm almost sure. Yeah, by the way, also I heard his speaking sample for this. Yes, he was feeling not very well, he was afraid and embarrassed, and he was speaking semi-off topic, let's say, not on topic, not off topic, some gosh. And anyway, he was worthy of 80-85 production, not 75. 75 is too little, it's my opinion. If you disagree, write please your opinion in the comments, so we will briefly discuss. But let me remind you that really I have a large experience, and I have seen a lot of this stuff, a lot. Not only my stuff, but you understand, other guys' stuff, and you haven't seen, so yeah, something like that. Okay guys, think about it. How do you write? Remember please that this is a real thing. If you write at home with a cup of tea, you know, in your soft pajamas, in the comfort of your house or something like that, of course you will write better. But when you sit at this real Duolingo, and especially when a lot in your career depends on this test, you feel differently. Remember, yeah, so make this correlation please. But anyway, you can try to foresee your future subscore for your comprehension based even on this one thing. So whether it is 80 or 90 or 100, if you write considerably better, of course you can expect 100, 110 for production. By the way, I rarely meet guys who have more than 110 for production, because Duolingo is very strict on your production. It feels sometimes that they are harsher than IELTS and TOEFL. Yes, is their policy. It's everything is democratic, but everything is very strict and cruel here. So don't expect this democracy like to yield a lot of points for you. No. They're kind to you, let's say like that. They're kind to you, they smile, they'll allow you to do what you want, but they give you low scores, that's it. Okay friends, if you need urgent assistance, please write to me in my to my email, WhatsApp or Viber, describe your situation. And remember that I'm one of the best in this field in express improvement of your Duolingo scores. So we can do it within 2 weeks. Sometimes we do it even within 1 week. Yes. Sometimes we do it even within 3 lessons, within 4 days, depending, of course, depending on how many points you need to garner to your overall success. Okay friends, wish you success and see you in our next lesson.